Yo, Moot Time here.
Yo, it's Michael McGarrahan.
Yo, it's Brendan Mascherino.
What's up, everybody? This is Cameron Beans Crawford, and we are lucky enough to have two special guests on the show.
That's
Please
correct.
introduce yourselves. Or don't. That's cool.
Bonds. I'm waiting for Bonds to go.
No, I was waiting for Charles to go first.
No, you kidding me? Best for last.
All right. I'm Ben Minier.
Yo. Thanks for
It's
coming
your
on,
boy,
Ben.
Chaz Kaz.
Yo,
If you guys don't already know, we call our buddy Charles over here Chaz Kaz, and we call Ben Bonsai.
Yep.
So if you hear those two names, don't be caught off guard.
Of course.
Just to clarify. So, Chaz and Ben, why don't you tell us and the audience a little bit about yourselves and what you've been up to, what you like to do, that kind of thing.
Yeah. So I'll start first because Bonds was taking a while.
Obviously.
Basically, my name's Charles, like I said, and I've been just kind of chilling, bulling. I actually got a gig with the Air Force taking photos, and I'll be starting that in June. I guess in the free time, I like to play drums. I like to play set a lot, and then basically just take a lot of photos. That's pretty much it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
I'm Ben. I'm a junior at Downtown West, if anybody doesn't know me by now. I don't know. Quarantine's been chill, but I miss the homies, so it's whatever.
Yeah.
Very,
Facts.
very understandable.
It's
I
very
think we're
true.
all a bit sad because while Google Hangout is fun, it doesn't live up to the real thing.
It doesn't live up to
True.
the tub time.
Yo,
exactly.
so
That
bad
right,
you're
Ben.
doing this in the tub.
Tub season was good last night. I will not complain.
I'm sure it was.
Oh,
Especially on face.
All right, rub it in our face. So, earlier, I sent a little video to Michael.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone, just a little TikTok of this hilarious guy named Bobby we like, and he's gonna play it, and we're gonna watch his reaction because Mike lives for this guy.
yeah. We can let's see what's here. I don't know if I'm gonna laugh or not, but let's see. Okay, here we go.
I think we'll see.
Crank the volume. All right.
Guess what I got? And actually, it's my first time eating it. Salami.
Oh. Is that all? Is that it?
What else do you want,
The yogurt one's
Michael?
so,
Why don't you show it on the screen?
the
now?
yogurt
Or, like,
one's so
put
much
it-
funnier.
So you guys can see it.
And actually, it's my first time eating it. Salami.
You can't really see because of the delay, but
Yeah.
I like the yogurt one better. But like, I mean, that was pretty good
That's
still.
fair, That's fair.
That was pretty. If I watch the yogurt one, I think I'm gonna cry, bro. Like I think I'm gonna cry.
Oh no.
The vines with the kids like eating the bologna from their hands in like one
Yo.
like breath.
I
It's
know.
so
It's
sketchy.
I love
So
yeah.
scary.
There's
Vine's
this trend
taking me
going around where
back.
people get a cup filled with juice or milk or whatever, and they take the cardboard on the inside of a paper towel roll, and they try and like suck it up in one gulp, and then they like just, I don't know, they spit it out or they start choking.
Jeez.
Sounds like a great trend, Croft.
Ooh. Yeah.
I mean, if it brings people laughter, then I don't see what the issue is.
Oh, okay.
I'm sensing some tension.
All right, we'll leave it at that. McGarren, you said you had a story today.
Oh yeah, I guess I got a little mini story about this movie. Not
yeah,
about
still
the
look
plot.
back.
Oh, it's about the movie.
It's not about the movie. It's about the movie, but not about the movie.
Oh,
All right, fair
So
enough, fair enough.
I got some.
Considered
okay.
understood.
Basically, I was watching the movie. I paused it for a second. I forget why. I had to go upstairs.
Wait.
You're gonna get mad because I paused the movie, huh?
No. What are you wearing right now?
It's
Wait.
like a big. It's
It
called.
better not be a Sherpa.
It's called the Comfy, bro. It's just a big sweatshirt thing. What?
Wait.
Man's got a
That's what I
snuggie on the podcast.
Yeah.
All right.
Yo.
So
Wearing a pillow as
the way
always.
this works is, I was
like
It's
a
probably
400-pound man.
okay. So I went
It do be looking
upstairs.
snuggly though.
It is. It is.
Do
snugly.
be looking kind
So
of
basically,
snuggled.
I went upstairs and Brad was like, he said that my mom was like getting really scared and complaining and was like, "Oh my god, like, can you maybe tell Michael to turn the movie downstairs? Is he watching that movie? That movie, was it Django Unchained? That movie's so violent." And so like, and I was like, and my brother was laughing because he was like, my brother said like, I literally just said to mom like, "Bruh, he's watching Rango. It's like the animated movie from like 2011 or something like that." And my mom was like, "Oh," but like she literally thought I was watching like some crazy like violent movie. It was like so loud. But like,
I mean, it is a crazy violent
It is
movie.
violent, yeah. But it's funny how she thought it was freaking
Rango is
Django,
quite
bro.
violent.
What is the rating
yeah.
for that movie? Is it like PG or G for it?
It's got to be PG, right?
It's gotta be.
If we're getting,
It's got some language in it.
It's
They
PG.
say the H word is quite a lot.
Yeah.
It's PG.
if we're
I
getting into the
saw.
movie right now, Moo, why don't you hit us with a like synopsis type beat?
Oh, we're just going straight.
Oh.
All right, we'll cover any
Unless,
other
well,
stuff.
how about this?
Yeah,
How about this?
let's talk
Unless
about-
Charles or Ben or others have a story.
Yeah.
they'd like
I
to
just
share.
want to know what you guys have
Story.
been eating during the quarantine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've been freeze, I guess, what's the word? Dehydrating, like anything that I could find. Like I found asparagus. This is just
Nah.
like dehydrated
Whoa.
asparagus.
Yo,
That's
Yeah,
legit.
like it's crunchy. It makes it really good.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Wait,
Crunchy.
Chaz,
So wait.
could you give us a crunch possibly?
Oh,
Oh, your little ASMR.
Does it make your pee smell bad even though it's dehydrated?
I don't know. I
That's-
don't, I don't
that
smell
is a
my
good
pee, but.
That's like I think Slickback got a point.
wow, what a crunch.
It's okay.
Sorry, I'm not really
Crunch.
good at this whole ASMR thing, but there you go.
It was literally silent, like more silent than it normally is.
Wait, for real?
No noise.
Alright, hold up.
Crunch
fine.
100.
Yo!
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
There it
That's a good
is.
one.
Wait,
That
Chaz,
sounded like a noodle.
that's good. That was
Yeah,
really good.
Oh.
Like, you know how big a regular asparagus tip is, right? This is what it looks like.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like,
Wow.
shrunk.
yeah.
shrinkage.
And then I got like
Shrinkage is
snow
fierce.
peas. Those are really good.
Are you sure that's not drugs? No.
Whoa.
I mean, like, I guess you could smoke it if you wanted to, but.
If it makes your pee smell bad by eating it, I can't even imagine what it would do to you if you smoked it.
Jeez.
I have no idea. That's a good one, though. Bonds, what have you been eating?
I don't know, just a lot of homemade meals. I made me a banging cake like 2 nights ago.
Really?
From scratch.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Cake.
Dang,
Wow.
Bonds. Chef Jeff in the house.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah,
Chef
I
Curry
don't remember
talking.
much from it, but it didn't come out correctly, so it was a bit dense. But
Oh, okay.
cake's cake. I'm not gonna complain.
That's good.
Yeah.
Fair
It's
enough.
cake.
Croft?
Me, I'm at the point right now where I'm just eating like whatever I can find around the house, but
Yeah.
a lot of smoked salmon. Gotta stay loyal to the
Ooh.
Jewish roots.
Yo, that's
Um,
some deadly food right there.
Oh, that's
Oh.
me.
Dang, Moo.
that sounds so good.
Moo, what's the issue with smoked salmon?
Moose? Wait,
Yeah.
are you allergic
I'm
to
allergic to salmon, yeah.
Oh,
Crazy.
Oh,
Didn't mean to
no.
offend.
Oh my god, I'm
Uh,
so fit. No, I'm fine.
Nah, been eating a lot of yogurt too. Like you can't go wrong with yogurt.
Same, dude.
fish? That's a classic blue meal right there.
It is.
Little happy,
Smoked salmon and
little Blue's Clues
Yeah.
Happy Meal. Like it.
And then I made eggs this morning. That was pretty fire. But I'm gonna kick it over to Mikhail. What have you been eating?
I've been eating a lot of Mike kale actually. I've been eating a lot of that. No, I'm kidding.
Yo!
I love kale, but I actually
I
haven't
love
had
kale, yeah.
No, I've been like lettuce and like my dad's been like, grilling chicken like every other night. We had wings last night, like
Yo!
and then we had what was it? We had like ribs and then pork and then steak and stuff. So like my dad's been going ham on the grill outside.
Yeah.
So
That's
Dang.
how
It's been
I'm just
nice.
trying to have some
Yeah.
mad.
And then-
competition.
coffee.
yeah,
Top
and then
shelf.
also, Brendan, you know about these. Goya makes these things called Maria cookies, and I've been eating those a lot too. Nice like little snacks. So, yeah, they're very good.
good stuff.
Also, for those who don't know, Mike's dad makes some amazing specialty sauce.
Yeah, he does. He does do some saucy stuff too.
Very good.
Yo, he also makes a banging coffee steak.
Yeah, the coffee marinade. Oh, I've had a lot of espresso too, because Brad's been
Yo,
making
there
it on the
you
stove. Saying,
go.
I know Brendan has too.
All
So,
right.
so espresso and what else? Also, a lot of smoothies from Farmhouse
Yo,
Coffee. They
same.
make smoothies and stuff. They're so good, and their donuts are so good too. I had one this morning, so it's
Yo,
great.
shout out to
From where?
Farmhouse.
Oh, yo, I worked there. Yeah.
Wait, yo, what?
Yo,
Yeah, Michael.
Wait,
I
no,
forgot
you-
to tell you.
Nah.
Chaz works there. Yeah.
I
Dude,
told
when
you
do
you
you
should
work? I
pull
go
up.
there,
I'll
like, all
give you
the
a
time.
free drink. Yeah.
Wait,
What?
when do you work? Like, what are your hours like? Do you
So
work
like,
now?
I mean, 2 days ago I worked from 6:30 to 3.
Wow.
I work typically there once a week just because it's kind of like slow, you know.
Yeah,
But
that's really good though.
it's pretty good. You get free coffee.
Yeah,
That's
that's
cool.
nice, dude. And you got to let me know next time you're working. I'll roll up.
I will.
Because me and
I
Brendan
will.
come on our
That
on our
catch one at
hoverboards in the
free-
drive
Yeah.
thru.
Yo, chill,
Yeah.
I
Robo.
definitely will.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
who had Robo? Me?
I think it's Croft.
Oh, okay. RoboCop.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, but
I mean, I
yeah,
got-
I think.
What?
Wait, what?
Who's talking? Who's talking?
What?
Alright, settle down, lads.
Hey, RoboCop, you give it a shot.
Oh,
Yeah, give me 1 second.
I don't really know what's happening.
Yo, what is Cam laughing about so much?
I don't know.
What were you
Brendan,
saying?
I'm sorry to interrupt.
Wait,
Wait,
Brendan.
you didn't
what?
interrupt.
I was just gonna say I might have, I might be robo-confident, but I have full bars of Wi-Fi.
All right.
alright,
Wait,
Alright,
all right.
alright.
Brendan, what have you been chowing down on?
Facts.
I've been slurping on some espresso. Like Michael said, I got a similar little espresso stovetop thing that Michael's brother has. So that's been treating me very well.
Yeah, that's hype.
Occasionally hit up some cup of noodles because those are fantastic.
Yeah, ramen
What?
too.
But they're really unhealthy, so I try and like stay away as much as I can.
Nah.
And I always
Just like-
gotta take a trip to Wawa and like hold my breath just to grab some Goya cookies every now and then.
Wait, was it
Good.
just me who found out? But like, Wawa's not making any of the food anymore, right?
Really?
No. Yeah, they're not like making any of the food that you can like, order. It's all the pre-made stuff they're only selling now.
Oh
Wow.
wow.
Wait,
Maybe. I bet that.
when did
makes
they
sense.
make this official?
Because all the handling.
Yeah, it
and
makes
stuff.
sense.
So like,
Yeah.
no more hoagies or anything like that for a while.
I guess so.
Kinda-
You only get like sizzlies and crap.
Yeah, that kind of makes
so.
sense though.
Yeah. I mean, I went
Hard
there for
times.
gas. I went in there for gas. That place is like a ghost town. When you go up to the register, they have this like plexiglass in front of them. It's
Wow.
like a plexiglass, like
So-
Yeah, yeah,
So it's
It
like
looks
an
like-
inner city.
Really?
it looks like it looks like a science fair like poster board. You know, like
Yeah.
the classic like trifold
yeah.
Yeah,
poster
yeah.
board.
Yeah. You
It
wanna
looks
know
like
what it
that,
reminds
but
me
it's
of?
plexiglass.
Yeah.
And there's a cutout in it. It's like that big,
Oh,
and they
shoot.
slip your items through. They scan them.
It,
damn.
look,
Put 'em in the
it looks
back.
like
It's like
you're
a bank.
buying movie
Dude,
tickets
so
from
weird.
like
It's
the
funny
movie
'cause, like,
It's like
theater
an
or
inner
something.
city gas station.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like I feel like the only place that has like, okay, so guess it's like the movie theater has the glass, but they're not even open. So it's like, bruh,
Yeah.
you know, it's funny.
Right,
Like,
they're closed. Yeah.
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 I feel like I had this idea. What if gas stations just switched over to like kind of like what restaurants do, like takeout, and they have people go in and like order, like Wawa for example. You can have an employee go in and order what you want if you know exactly what you want, and then they'll bring it out to you, and you can just pay for it there. Or like for gas, you can just have people pump your gas, kind of like what New Jersey does.
The
So,
food
like-
wise, they do that at Sonic.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
they do.
yeah, yeah.
Yo, Sonic, I haven't heard that in a while. That's bringing me way
Last
back.
time I had Sonic was probably 9 years ago.
Oh yeah.
Jeez.
I think last time I had Sonic was like never. So yeah.
Wait,
Can't recall.
Michael, is that cinnamon Coke that I
Oh
see?
yeah, dude, it's literally like the best
Ooh.
Coke flavor ever.
Ooh.
Oh,
I like-
you gotta-
Best
you gotta
Coke?
Hook me up
Have
with
you
one of
had
those,
Man's
Mike.
Coke?
I haven't had.
What's Man's
no,
Coke?
Moo, I have not had Man's Coke, but I've seen you have Man's Coke.
What's Man's
We'll-
Coke?
We'll have a formal competition one day, a little taste
Yeah,
testing
Coke
to
test.
settle this debate.
Yeah.
Alright, fair enough.
Wait, Moo,
Cinnamon does sound good.
it's
though.
so good. Moo, what have you been
True.
eating though?
Oh, so dinner it's always something like a homemade meal, like something big different. Like last night was pasta and chicken, very nice stuff. some Indian food here and there. And then for lunch I have my classic routine.
Oh.
I eat some
yeah.
quick, like, throw in the oven type of food, like taquitos, or I'll have a grilled cheese and, like, frozen pizza,
Oh.
like the quick stuff. And I'll watch The Simpsons while I eat my lunch.
Wow.
Say less.
Tornado
There you
rolls.
go.
maybe?
Oh,
No.
I gotta give a shout out to my grandfather whose birthday was yesterday.
Yo, poopa.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yo.
He just I actually don't know how old he is, but I think it's for the best. But I just want to give a shout out to him because I've been driving past his place every once in a while because he cooks up some homemade pasta and some tomato pie, and he gives it to myself and the boys. So
Yeah,
Nice.
you already
Oh,
know
yeah.
Italian people go off on the
Yeah.
homemade pasta.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
Italians.
the
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yo,
meatballs.
my mom cooked up some homemade pizza the other day.
Yes.
The
Dude.
dough and stuff.
My
Too
dad-
nice.
My dad buys the dough from Pizza Box and he makes the whole thing himself, like margarita and like sausage and
Yeah.
stuff. Like it's so good.
Dang.
Yeah.
So good.
Also, I've been
Good.
I had a peanut butter and jelly every day for the past like week, so yeah, I love that too.
Go on.
Another
King.
deathly food.
Yeah, I've had an egg
Good.
and ham omelet pretty much every single day.
Nice.
That's good.
Homemade pizza is pretty difficult to make.
Yeah.
Like
is hard.
from scratch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does like my dad does like the rapid thing where he like puts it on like 600 degrees Fahrenheit or whatever, and then like puts it in for like a minute, and then it's like perfect.
Damn.
Jeez.
It's crazy.
Yo, your boy Loki makes pizza all day at Whole Foods.
Wait,
Yo.
you work at Whole Foods
Time.
too, Chaz?
Yeah, I work at Whole
Yo,
Foods
I didn't
too.
know any of this, man.
Yeah. Yo, so it was like a few days ago, this woman walks in and she just does an about face, turns right back and goes out, and it's just having like a coughing fit outside. like she's like spit's coming out of her mouth. It's like yeah. And then she walks back in and she's bawling her eyes out and
Oh,
comes up
shoot.
to me and it's like just saying, I'm sorry, it's allergies, I swear to you, it's allergies. And I was like, it's totally fine. Like, I'm not judging you, just get away from me. Like, and she's like, I'm sorry. And I'm like,
That's
why are
right.
you sorry? Just don't cough near me. Like,
People are always like, "No, I don't have the virus. I promise." I'm like, "How would you know?"
Yeah.
Like,
How would you
yeah,
know?
true.
I swear.
I heard a story about like nowhere around here, but in some other state. Some lady who tested positive for the virus went into a grocery store and like coughed all over food.
that
Stuff.
grocery store lost $35,000.
Yeah, exactly.
Holy
Scranton is messed up. There's some messed up people in Scranton.
Bruh, what Scranton.
But people in other countries heard about that story too. My grandma found that.
Oh yeah, I got that Von Pambrin Canadian.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but they heard about that story all the way in Canada though. So
Yeah.
it's-
Like
Yeah.
Canada is like on our border.
yeah, but like
Still.
it's Scranton, Pennsylvania. Who do you know who lives there?
Ben,
Yeah, true.
People from Scranton.
Oh, no, it's obvious.
did you aren't you going to your mountain house soon or something?
We were stuck up there for a full week, and it's because basically my parents were not wanting us to see our neighbors at all. Because like,
Wow.
come on, I'm gonna hang out with them if I can, but
Well, that's
now
a-
we can't anymore.
Honestly, it's probably like a good idea to just like isolate yourself from from being able to do anything because you're gonna want to so bad.
But the people around us in our area thought of the same idea as us. But the problem is they're all New Yorkers, and you know that's
Yeah.
where the outbreak is right now. So we're like, nah, we out, chief, we out.
I feel like, I guess like, if you have enough like free will to just stay home, like, it's not like you're gonna be so desperate to go out and see Stretch that you're gonna like risk getting a. You're not like I need to like if Pam or if Lynn says no, like I'm sure you and the boys would have just stayed in the house like at home and been like,
Yeah.
"Alright, I respect your wishes."
Yeah, it's whatever.
Stretch.
Bonds, I'm thinking about you, homie.
We all,
Yeah.
we're all thinking about each other.
Oh, yeah.
We're all hoping for a better tomorrow.
Whoa.
But that won't come till after April 30th, so we got a while.
Bro,
Yo,
I
March was the
really
longest
hope.
month.
I really hope we get back to school by
Yeah.
May.
We gotta get back for at least a little bit, man.
I
Come
need
on.
I need
Listen to
that
this,
taste
though.
of West, man.
Yeah.
If we go back,
It's gonna be the biggest party in. No.
if we go back
It's gonna be a mammoth of a party.
May
You guys ready to
1st,
receive your diplomas on FaceTime?
It's gonna be a giant
Brendan,
group Zoom call.
if we go back on May 1st, don't seniors get out on like May 20th or something anyways?
Oh yeah, you get to
Yeah.
the 2 weeks.
So we got
Yeah.
like 2
But still,
weeks of school. and
yeah.
we're
I'll
done.
take that, man.
That I'll take a day of school, man. I'll take
Yeah,
a day
True.
just to step back in that building, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bonds,
cool.
you laughing about the online diploma now, but once they see how good of an idea it is, they're gonna stop graduation for good. So I don't want to hear it.
Oh, yeah, you are right about that though. Yeah,
All I'm saying is
They,
your
they
boy
love
Bond's
their
gonna
Schoology,
graduate.
man. That's all
Yeah.
I'm saying.
they love that school G.
Print out your diplomas. You have to type your own name in.
Yeah, what's happening with like cap and gown that we ordered? Like, I paid
Wait,
money for that
no
shit.
cap?
Oh,
Yeah,
true.
true.
I didn't
No, no,
even
you have to
order
take a
mine.
photo
What
of
does that
yourself.
do?
It was.
It's a good thing I never gave
I don't
my
think
20
so.
bills to the musical.
Oh my! I
They wouldn't
just,
give it that
bro.
back either.
That was like the last day I went and did
I
that. or
told you,
something like that.
McGarrahan, you shouldn't have
I
done
only
it.
did it on the
Paid.
last day.
You
I
shouldn't have
think,
done
yeah.
it.
You're never getting that $20 back.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah.
Like,
They're gonna need that for next year's musical when they go bankrupt from this one.
Oh no.
True.
They're already bankrupt. It's fine.
Yo, I'm more worried about my money that I paid towards like band and stuff because I paid a lot of money towards like Dayton and stuff. So I'm like, when am I getting that back?
Yeah.
Yo,
True.
you know what's gonna be too funny? Next year when the musical is Funny Girl again because they
Oh
couldn't
my.
make the money from
That's
this year, so they gotta
insane.
use the rights.
That's insane, bro. Not
Dude,
Mamma
dude,
Mia.
What if Bond? All right, next year if they do Funny Girl, and if the musical's canceled this year, what if Bond's got the lead, and it was they changed it from Funny Girl to Funny King?
Why King?
Because he's not a girl.
Oh, okay. No, I mean like never mind.
Oh.
Wait,
Would it just be funny boy then?
Yeah, would it be Funny Boy? That's what I mean. Like what?
Or BOY or BOI.
oh,
Boy
true.
or boy.
True.
Boy or boy? Wait, Cam, you gotta do the I'm dead thing again.
Oh yeah.
Bro, yeah.
wait, do it again.
Yeah, the class. Man, I'm dead.
Oh, it's grand. That's great. That's great.
Gotta take some
Man,
time to
I'm dead.
appreciate the rock that Cameron and
Yo,
Ben
the
got
rock.
What's
Oh.
the rock?
Oh, you still have that rock?
for me. Yeah, no, I'm telling you, I'm always gonna have
Yo,
it.
Dwayne.
What rock?
Yeah,
They gave me
Bonds.
literally, they found a rock
Moon
in
rock?
a tunnel or something.
Bonds,
Johnson?
tell the story.
Alright, here, tell a
What?
story. Tell a
Yeah,
story.
what?
Bonds, tell the story.
All right, so I guess it was the day of Charles's grad party, and we're heading there. Me, Cameron, and a guy named Eric. He goes by Marv. If you'll hear him.
Yo.
later in the story.
oh, you're like, I
But,
don't have
um,
a present.
We're all heading out to Charles's house, which is, I guess, just it's right over the train tracks. And so we're stopped right at the stop sign where the tunnel is for the train tracks, and we see a pile of rocks just chilling there. I'm like, we didn't get him a present, did we? All of us look at each other like, nah. So I hop out of the car. I go run up on a rock. Cameron starts driving away, and I'm like, oh, great. Now I got to run. And I'm booking it all the way back, and I finally get to Rita's, and they're parked there. I'm like, I have the present, boys, and it's a rock. I
Wow.
say, Cameron, grab the Sharpie. We're going to sign our names, and we're going to make this the present.
That's great.
Beautiful.
That's awesome.
And now I'm surprised that's still sitting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, oh, yeah, let me pull that up on the. Oh, look at that.
Bonds,
Yo.
Bonds, Marv, and then there's Blue.
That's awesome.
Yo.
Is that a gold
Color
Sharpie?
marker, damn.
Yeah, is that a gold Sharpie?
Yeah.
Oh, you're
Nice.
nothing but the best.
They took out the
Nothing but the
stats.
best.
Yo, it's so sad though because, like, I don't even if this quarantine thing continues to happen over the summer, and
Yeah,
it
true.
like stops, say I don't know August 1st or something like that, just to spit out a date, all of these graduates, if you will, aren't gonna be able to celebrate graduation.
That's true. That's true.
Like
Yeah.
we're not gonna be able to have grad parties.
Well, oh yeah, true.
We can have virtual
What do you
ones.
mean? What?
Video call me from
Hold on.
Zoom
Wait,
grad
this-
party.
this
Do a
is-
Zoom.
This
Zoom
is gonna
grad
be
party.
this is gonna be our grad party.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yo,
I mean,
congrats,
honestly,
Trying to
boys.
have a grad party just right now. Just
Let's
this.
do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
I have
Bonds,
my,
where's the cake at?
I have my ABC Mouse
Yeah.
certificate.
Yo,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be kind of pissed. I mean, I could see this happening if college don't start on time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be
I
crazy.
feel like people. Yeah, that would
International students and all that. Like, how are we supposed to get them back here?
Yeah.
suck. Oh,
Until a
Brian.
vaccine.
Brian Toonie Toon.
Brian.
Nah, I feel like we just gotta take it like week by week or month
Yeah,
by month.
day by
and try
day.
to not panic.
Yeah. Yo, Brendan, did you commit yet?
I did not.
Ooh.
Mike?
Oh no, not yet either.
Alright. No,
Oh man.
no pressure. Y'all got time. Y'all got time.
All right.
Don't worry, you're gonna do it on the cast.
It's a
Yeah.
we should give a shout out to Noah for committing.
Yeah,
to-
Noah committed.
Oh,
he was
facts.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Northeastern.
For being real, I'm a little ticked you didn't do it on the cast. but
Oh
no,
yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
should have. I guess it was
Nah,
like a
good.
solid week and a half though.
All I'm saying
Nah,
is
big ups to the
saving it.
homie Noah.
All I'm saying is I'm saving it for the cast.
Yeah, man.
Ooh.
If you're
Good
watching
man.
Noah,
Before your parents, of course.
congrats.
Yo, I just casually downed
Yeah, congrats,
3 of
Noah.
these.
Wait, Chaz, you gonna chug? Oh,
Yeah,
oh, you already
well, no,
drank
I-
2 of them.
No,
Oh.
3 of them.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Wow,
but
that's
Garrett,
crazy.
Brendan, you can't even tell your parents before you
Yeah,
commit
no.
on the cast.
I'm not
Oh.
even gonna tell myself before you guys know. Like you guys are gonna know before me. Like
Yeah,
it's gonna be that
like,
fast.
It's gonna be like
that.
Moo, Moo's gonna ask like, "Yo, B-Mash, Michael, you guys commit yet?" And we're gonna be like,
I don't know. Okay.
"I guess, yeah."
I'm like, yeah.
I guess right
You already
now.
know. It's like you did already like you tell me, cuz. No. Yeah.
I'm waiting for
This is
your
how-
permission.
This is how we ensure that when you announce on the cast, it's completely a surprise and no one knows. Is Mike says, "All right, Moo, pick a number from 1 to 5. Each number has is a college. And,
Oh my god.
that'll be the ultimate reveal."
That would be cool.
Yo,
Can you
that's
imagine
like-
if no,
that's
yeah, I'm like
kinda
pick one
hard.
number like yeah. Oh my god, 1 through 10. No, Mike, let me flip a coin real quick. Yeah, it's insane. Oh.
Tis crazy,
man.
bro.
Speaking of water,
Oh.
Oh.
Or the lack
Ooh,
thereof.
I like this transition.
Or the lack
I like this
thereof, right, Moo?
speaking
Ooh.
of
Ooh.
water
I'm
or
kinda
the
tapped
shortages,
Yeah.
we saw a great piece of. Oh, I just spoiled what I thought of the movie. We just saw a film that I am very indifferent on called Rango
Rango.
from I believe 2011. Correct me if I'm wrong.
2011, yep.
Yeah, it stars Johnny Depp as a lizard. What y'all think? Let's start with our special guest.
All right, Bonds, you gotta go first. I wrote down some notes, so my
Please.
opinion's gonna be a little bit lengthy.
You wrote notes? All right.
Yeah, I wrote notes.
Who's these?
Understand.
You didn't?
These
No.
nuts? No.
All right. How I thought of the movie?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. The character Rango had a lot of self-identity issues and wasn't sure who he was as a person. And I love the irony in how it sometimes breaks the fourth wall as he's developing as a character. Because when he was talking to, I guess I don't know, what would you call him? A mannequin. When he's talking to the mannequin, not realizing what his whole purpose was as he was sitting in that glass container, he said, "Oh, well, we need an ironic start to the main, like, to the hero's story," and jumps right into it after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Point. I don't want to get too far in, but I thought
No,
it's
feel free.
I thought the writing was written pretty well. No, just it was a good movie. It's slept on. I'll go with that.
Yeah,
Oh,
low
very
key.
slept
Yeah, it is
on,
slept
yeah.
on.
Oh, very slept on to say the least.
Yeah.
Yeah, just quick general thoughts before we dive into deep discussion.
Okay. I guess when I was about to watch it, I was like, kind of it's a classic kids movie, and I was worried about the violence. Like there wasn't going to be any violence because violence is like that equals stakes, and it's a really good way to convey danger to like an audience. And a story without stakes is just a series of things happening with no effect on the audience. People get shot in this movie, people die, things happen. It really makes for like good character development and that kind of stuff. And despite its flaws, I really like how it made all of its characters like ugly. Like none of them looked good. Like the lizard
Each
itself,
character had a different,
like what was that neck? And dusty and muddy and gross in a way that you basically never see from an animated movie for kids. I really like the whole thing from start to finish, and honestly,
well,
I can't
every,
watch
like,
it. Yeah, I can't watch any
every character's,
Pixar
like,
movie.
Physical look had a story to them that you
Wow.
could
Yeah,
think
Of
of.
course,
The
yeah.
character design is unreal.
Yeah,
Rango's like
Yeah.
the goofiest looking.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so funny.
yeah. I can't watch any Pixar movie anymore without noticing the sheen or everything that makes the movie seem fake in a way that Rango wasn't.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
I love. Don't get me wrong. Pixar's animation is ridiculously impressive and unbelievable to look at.
Yeah,
But
it was
at the same time,
really well
every
done.
Pixar movie, you're never surprised by the character designs because they all look like another Pixar movie.
Facts.
Like
Yeah.
also, even when they have the opportunity, like Onward comes out, and I'm like, oh man, fantasy, unicorns, dragons, elves, all this. They all look like the same Pixar character in the last movie. I'm like, bro, you
Yeah.
had so much potential, but Rango goes full grit. It's
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
true.
completely
And-
sick animation.
Yeah. Fun fact, I actually looked it up, is it seems to be somewhat kind of influenced by like a 1960 TV show called like Rango with like Tim
Yo.
Conaway. Is pretty short lived. I looked into the TV, it wasn't really that good, but it looks same exact character development and like very it's almost uncanny how similar it is.
Shoot.
Wow.
But that's kind of cool.
McGarrahan, Brendan Croft, what are your general thoughts?
I thought the character development was fantastic, like Charles was saying. In the beginning, when he's kind of like, when you said Rango, we were gonna watch Rango, I was like, oh shoot, like I haven't seen that movie in years, and it was just like a childhood movie that I remember liking. Chaz's banana.
Oh my gosh.
Cameron left the
Cam left the
call.
chat.
Classic. Every time I start talking, Croft just dips.
Oh.
I'm getting paper, just like last time.
No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I really like the character development. I thought it was very well done. Like in the beginning when they have Rango kind of acting out different scenarios, just
Yeah.
like random, and I'm like, okay, where are they going with this? Like, what's it gonna evolve into? And throughout the whole entire movie, it kind of it evolves into this this theme where Rango kind of uncovers like different I guess layers of skin that he had in his personality that he was able to that they were able to further the story with.
Literally and
is-
metaphorically uncovers
Yeah,
skin.
literally.
Yeah.
Dude, that had me laughing out loud. Every
Oh,
time he
yeah, what is
shed,
it?
I would, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
Oh,
oh, yeah.
McGarrahan.
Oh, I was
the
going to say,
animation too.
oh, yeah. I thought it was really, really good. It, like
Animation
like
was
Brendan said
so
from the
well done.
beginning, I was like, where's it going to go? I love where the heck it went. It's like, it's just super cool. And to me, it feels like, it feels like this. Like, it kind of feels like if, like A24 were to do like an animated movie where it's like it has that kind of weird stuff like Midsommar where it's like these like dream sequences and stuff like when they go and like
Yeah.
it had that cool kind of feeling where I feel like it took a really creative approach that I feel like I haven't seen in like kind of like Disney type movies, you know. So like it's just with all the kind of like different even with just the editing and like the way
Oh,
the
the
stuff was
editing
framed,
is
it's really
great.
good. So and the music too. So I love that Western style and that feel, and I found myself really like kind of like connecting with that character of Rango and like when he's talking to like I'm not gonna get into specifics, but basically I was really invested in his kind of travel, like you're saying, the character development you guys mentioned. So I thought it was really, really good. Yeah,
Yeah.
great
Croft,
stuff.
What do you think?
Yeah, I really enjoyed this movie as well. I was a bit skeptical when Moo recommended Rango because I was like, oh, like, well, first of all, I was like, if Moo recommended it, it can't be bad. But then you're like, oh, I've only seen it once. I was like, okay, we'll see about this. But the movie was awesome. It was so funny. Like,
Yeah.
Rango's character is just hilarious.
He's really funny.
The
And,
comedy
so
in
funny.
this
Johnny
was
Depp's
funny, yeah.
performance.
as
Yeah.
a character, I just really enjoyed him, and as Bonds touched on his like identity crisis, that was pretty fun, and like he really just doesn't, he's not true to himself throughout the film, unless you consider him like the actor to be like whatever. Besides the point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then as you guys mentioned with the editing and like the effects, like some of the sequences, like you know, when he falls out of the tank and is like floating on the roller and then like gets thrown around by the cars, it's insane.
It's really good, yeah.
Also, I actually didn't see the like the plot twist really coming, where like the mayor was the bad guy.
I'm gonna disagree with that one.
Same.
But, wow.
Yeah.
And then 2 more points I'll make is you know how when you're watching Amazon Prime, sometimes you can like select if like trivia or knowledge comes up, like if you swipe your mouse or whatever.
Yeah.
I happen to move my mouse at one point during like the death scene. And it said that it drew inspiration from Fistful of Dollars.
Yeah,
in that
I bet it did.
trilogy.
Oh, you bet it did when freaking the character full on comes out as the spirit of the West.
Yeah.
Clint Eastwood.
Exactly.
Yeah, Clint
why
Eastwood.
was he on a golf cart?
That's so funny. I love that weird stuff
Yeah.
in there. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
the
I didn't
whole
really
idea
understand the
of
whole
like
golf
the
cart
spirit
thing.
of the West. You'd think of it as like this Western like hero, but
Yeah.
it's just Hollywood's Western
Yeah.
image and all the Oscars.
All the Oscars,
and,
yeah, in the basket. Yeah.
I like how they Disney kind of took this like I guess this gritty route to when they made this film, because it's
Who
not
took
like
the really route?
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Jesus.
it's Nick.
Oh, now I'm
It's
paused.
okay.
Pixar.
Yeah. Also, Blind Wink was another. No, I just remember that being another like production company or whatever.
Yeah, Nickelodeon.
You done? No, I'm kidding.
Yo, Brendan.
Sorry, my computer was like frozen for like
all
a
good.
solid minute and a
Oh,
half.
we almost lost it.
What the heck? Why is it like?
You
I don't
good?
know
You
what's
good?
happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can hear you, so it's good. It's good. Anyway.
Could you see me like that whole time?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're good.
Oh, my computer was just not working.
Yeah, sorry for cutting you off. What were you saying though about the gritty?
When they were making this film, I think they took a gritty route, and it's not like many other animated movies. And I like how when they introduced like the what's that guy's name with the golf cart?
Yeah, Spirit of the West.
Yeah, the Spirit of the
Yes.
West. When they introduced him, he wasn't an animated character that you're usually, I guess, used to seeing as a human. It was like realistic, but it wasn't
really
cheesy realistic. It was like
Yeah.
it was like a good realistic that like didn't make you go like, what the heck, that just looks terrible. So
That's true.
I like that part.
Yeah, because I hadn't seen this since 2011, so I dead ass had no idea how good this movie was gonna be when I
Wow.
put it on. But I was shocked at how much more epic this movie was than I expected.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, this is huge. Even though it's such a small scale story, like it's a predictable story. Don't get me wrong. You've seen the story like a million times.
Yeah.
And like I found the villain thing super predictable and all that. But man, I was so invested because I wanted Rango to succeed, and
Yeah.
they used animation so smartly in the sense that you have these huge action set pieces, and instead of using the camera as if it was a real camera, they did camera moves that only you could do in animation, with the camera literally flying in the air and stuff. Like, they really utilized animation to the fullest extent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The camera
Cool.
moves were very creative, I thought too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They definitely did a lot with that. So
Yeah, they really
was
changed
actually-
the pace of the moves a lot. It was some cool
Yeah.
stuff. It, like,
I don't know if I can
quickly
watch.
pan.
Let me see. Yeah, the pans. I took a video of one thing that I remember was like looked so dope. Let me see where it is. Oh yeah, like shots like these, bruh. I don't know if you can see it on there, but like, can you see that? Like that's gorgeous,
the
man. Look at
detail.
that.
And like,
And this, look at this. Like what in the heck, bro? That's awesome.
Dude, when they recreate like the look of telephoto lenses, I was like, bro,
Yeah, it's so dope.
forget about it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta
Yeah,
say
They
the
had
best
They had
best
some
shot
like
that
fake
I thought.
anamorphic
yeah.
stuff.
Facts. The
But-
best shot that I saw was when he was like walking in the distance after like the whole town like banished him and all that, and he's like on his quest to find like the spirit of the West or whatever. It's in the dark, and he's walking towards the moon, and the
moon.
moon's coming
Yeah.
out. Like hands down,
That's nice.
the range of like dynamics and everything in that is beautiful.
Dude, I was shocked at how powerful that scene was. I did not
Yeah.
expect
it
to
was
be
powerful.
so
Yeah.
invested in the movie. I was
love
watching that.
The
You
sand
just want him to
blowing,
succeed, man.
The
Yeah.
sand blowing over the
Yes.
sheriff badge.
Ooh, that was
yeah.
sick.
All I
That
gotta
was
say
epic.
is 2 words. Roger Deakins as lighting consultant.
Is that
Wow.
true?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you
Roger
serious?
Deakins
No
was
wonder.
consultant.
Dude, the volumetric lighting too, man. Holy crap, it was so
Yeah.
good. Like
Dude.
all that stuff.
A
In the
lot of
saloon and
volumetric.
when they're in the
Oh,
the
man.
bank or whatever, so good.
It's a beautiful
Yeah,
looking
that was
movie.
a really good movie. Really good. And
Yeah.
should we all say our favorite scenes or parts of
Yeah.
the movie?
Oh, of course.
Manure?
Yeah, Ben.
Me?
Yeah.
No,
No, the other one.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I don't really know. Didn't have a lot of time to think about this off the top of my head.
It's alright.
No. Yeah.
It'd probably be the ending scene when all the water's released. Just the
Yeah,
the,
that's
the whole
so
Satisfying.
satisfying.
part. Yeah, it's probably my favorite scene to watch.
So satisfying.
Cause it's
True.
so it's so depressing too when they're walking back on their like horses or whatever, and then they're just like, ain't no water, and then like, but then when it finally released, it's like, yeah.
Did anybody else not know it was outside of Las Vegas, or was that just me?
I didn't know that.
Oh
Yeah, I
yeah,
didn't know
that
that.
was
I didn't know.
so great.
No, because
That's so
I
funny.
like how it incorporates. It's still modern. Like
Mhm.
you're
Yeah.
thrown back into this Western culture, but
Yeah.
then you still realize that Las Vegas is just over the hill. And
Yeah, literally
Yeah.
over
Yeah,
there.
it's
that's
still
funny.
modern necessities and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like
That's true.
Yeah.
how the porta potty in the movie was just an old oil container. Like
Mm-hmm.
just one of those things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brendan, you got a favorite scene?
Oh, I can't tell what order we're in because
Yeah.
I realize it's
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
It's all
Um,
good.
Yeah.
I think my favorite scene has to be like in the beginning when there's like that chaotic, like 5 minutes of just like chasing with the hawk, and
Yeah.
Oh,
when he's,
yeah.
when he's
That
inside the
was
bottle and
sick.
he's running, and then it picks the bottle up and then drops it. Like that's
Very scary.
fantastic. It was so
That was
good.
awesome.
Yeah.
I
But-
hated that toad in the scene.
Yeah.
One
The
Oh,
toad.
God damn it.
one little thing that I wanted to touch on. I remember Chaz said something about like again the character development. I thought it was really cool in the beginning how they kind of had him acting out all those different characters and different scenes, and then
Yeah.
throughout the movie he was first faced by like having to jump into this different like character's skin when he was faced by Bean or whatever. When he first met her,
Beans. Yeah.
and she's
Yeah.
like, "What's your name?" and like, "Where are you from?" and she starts asking him these questions. He's like, "Wow, I could use this as an opportunity to be someone completely different," and
Yeah.
that changed the whole that made the whole story of Rango. So I thought that
Yeah.
was neat.
Yeah, for sure.
Cam?
So for me, I mean, every scene you guys have mentioned is so fun. But I really enjoyed the scene where they're being chased by, I think it's gophers or groundhogs or something.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Moles.
And
The
then
Ride of
that's
the
so good.
Valkyries.
Oh, that
Ride of
scene.
the Valkyries, the most epic music piece, and
I
and
started
the
laughing when I
bats,
saw them all
too.
playing the banjos on the bats.
Yeah, dude, the
that was
mariachi.
hilarious.
Yo, they're so good.
That's
It's like,
Yeah.
he's gonna
man,
die.
too.
Yeah.
It was
I
hilarious.
know. Yeah, that was probably my favorite scene. That was just
Dude, it's one of the best chase scenes in like any movie I've seen in recent memory, like of the last
Yeah.
decade.
It gave me
Yeah.
a lot of Star Wars vibes.
Yeah, it had
It
this like
did, yeah.
Indiana
True.
Jones
No.
feel to it with the
It's
whole
because they used
chasing
the
on
same
carts.
VX company.
Yeah.
Nah, this is more it reminded me of the Lego movie. What you talking about?
Yo.
Yo. Like a movie when they had that chase scene.
Yeah,
It's-
in the
it's
West.
The same thing reminded me of.
Yeah.
But
It's because they used the same like VFX studio as like Star Wars and Avengers and those kind of stuff.
Dude, the VFX
what-
is so good.
What type of
Oh, yeah.
animation was the movie? Was it a like? It wasn't. It was obviously computer animated, but what was their
Yeah.
focus or goal? Was it supposed to make it realistic or? Because
I don't think it was to like. There's some photorealistic
Yeah.
elements to the sets and all that, but like the characters are clearly exaggerated to
Yeah.
give it that like kids movie like fun, and just in general, even if it's not for kids, like I find it way more fun to see. Even though the story itself is kind of bare bones, the presentation of such goofy looking characters doing all this makes it 10 times more fun to me.
Facts.
I wish I could like dive into it a little more, but I just don't know that much about like animation to talk about that. But I think it was very well done. I one detail that I really liked about like Rango and even Beans or whatever is just their eyes and how
Yeah.
how his eyes are so like small and shrunken in, and I feel
It's
like
cool
they
to
could
watch.
just like
Yeah.
open. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Peel it back. Yeah.
So
It's cool.
that's racist. But,
What?
okay.
Well, Chaz, do you have a favorite scene? No, I'm kidding. Do you? Yeah.
What?
Yeah. What? I don't know what's
I'm,
happening.
I'm confused. No, I missed it. Like I missed what you said.
Oh no, I just said, do you have a favorite scene? That's
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I would definitely say.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah. I would say the hawk scene, but I'm gonna pick a different one just because it was already said. It was honestly the scene where he's like plan A, screaming for help, and then he's like plan B, and then she like swallows it and like freezes, and he's like, "You just swallowed plan B."
I know.
Yeah.
I laughed so hard at that. I was like,
Like,
bro,
that was
did
really
they
funny.
just sneak that one in there?
Yeah, I'm like, they really did that. But that was a really good scene. But pretty much just the water scene, kind of like how Bond said, it was really. I liked all like the photorealistic elements of it and everything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Garen, you got a favorite?
Yeah, I think my favorite scene, the one where I think I was most like, I would say most like happy, honestly, and interested, I think was when he first goes into the saloon and he realizes, like what Brennan was saying, that he can be someone else. And when he's telling the whole story
Yeah.
about his past and about how he used the 7 bullets thing, I was so captivated. Like I felt like I was in that saloon. It's so cool, like the dramatic irony, how you know that he's lying but they don't, and the way they like all of a sudden collectively worship him. They're like,
Yeah.
he's like tougher than everyone, like, and they're all like, oh my gosh, like, did you
and when
really?
he
Like, it's
barfs out
so
the
cool.
fire edge.
Yeah. Oh, that part's
Yeah,
so
oh
funny,
my-
man. I love that. Yeah. So I
But,
love that whole
dude,
scene when he's in the saloon.
The
Yeah.
whole anime, like his character moves in such like, it's as if you're watching one of the great physical comedians like Charlie Chaplin doing the motions he's
Yeah.
doing. The way he
Yeah.
moves is so like charismatic and entertaining. Like
It
him
is.
jumping from table to table, using his arms like crazy. And there's so many quirks about the character that just make him so likable to watch.
Yeah.
Like I'm
And-
glued to his character when I'm watching him.
I laughed out loud when he had the cactus thing when he was like this when it
Yeah.
cut to like I was like laughing, and then he's like huddles like the toad. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Like little things like that.
Like, oh man, the animation, I can't get enough. And if I had a favorite scene, as I mentioned earlier, it's got to be that whole moon sequence. Dude,
Yeah.
what? Like, also the time lapses with the flowers closing and stuff.
Yeah, that's
I'm
cool.
Like,
Yeah.
jeez, walking on the road and stuff. I'm like, my
So
gosh,
wait.
this is insane.
What did oh my gosh, also like can we talk about how dark the scene of him walking across the street, like
Yeah, he's
deflecting all the
that was
cars?
cool.
I'm like, bro, that's dark.
That's deep.
like
Yeah.
he's trying to
Collecting
kill
all the
himself.
what?
That's
yeah.
Yeah.
tragic.
And dude, he like wasn't getting hit. Like that was crazy with all the cars just like zooming over him and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
They
the
should
fate,
have
man.
made an ending there just of him getting like obliterated. Like a knockoff Geico commercial just gone.
Oh my god. Geico gone wrong.
Yo, real quick, when are they gonna make a movie about the Geico gecko, man?
They already did, it's Rango cut.
Yeah.
Facts.
Anybody really know what the Geico's name is?
Isn't his name Geico?
No.
Oh. Oh, well, I had a pet gecko named Geico, and I sent him around traveling animal in 5th grade or whatever, so or 3rd grade.
No one knows
Wait.
what his name is?
Nah, I don't know what his name is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Gerald or something? Wait,
Nah, it's Martin.
Wait,
Yeah, it's weird.
wait. Since when? When they announced this?
No.
Yo, that'd be an epic movie. That's all I'm saying. He just
Martin
goes
Luther
around trying to sell his car insurance.
Yeah, sell insurance. That would be really, really good, actually.
That could
Nah,
be
I'd
such a
rather
good movie.
I'd rather see the Pinocchio movie. Like him trying to get through life without lying. That'd be funny.
Yeah. There's a movie. Oh, okay.
Few things I wanted to touch on. For one, so I thought the mayor villain was kind of a horrible villain. I did not like that character at all. Luckily,
Yeah.
Rango's such a good character that he can carry the movie on his own. I will say though, Rattlesnake Jake's like character design is really effective for a
It's
kids movie.
good.
Like,
Yeah.
he's a
That's-
huge
he's
presence,
scary.
and he's
The machine
terrifying.
gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's scary.
My favorite part is that like when Rattlesnake Jake is brought up and like is going one on one against Rango,
Mhm.
the look in his eyes when he says you don't have the look of a killer, you can see Rango's like you can see
Yeah.
the scaredness in Rango's
He's
eyes.
scared,
but
yeah.
you can see the pure anger in Jack, like in the snake's eyes.
Yeah.
Like, just the
That's
Jake,
true.
the fiery look into it.
Just
made
how do they
all the
do that?
character.
How do they do that with
Like you can
things that
feel
aren't
the
real?
intensity.
Like the animation, that just goes to show how good they are with that.
Yeah.
To be able to
Yeah.
portray such like a dark, like demonic character.
Wait, I got kind of like a little plot question here, but so Rango's discussing at the fire when they go out to get the water that like he's brothers with Rattlesnake Jake, right? And
Yeah.
to me it seemed like he was lying, but he wasn't. I guess, right? He wasn't lying about
I
that.
still don't get that.
Nah,
Because then
he was
Rattlesnake
lying.
Jake. But then why
Because
was
the reptiles.
Oh, but wait, was
Yeah.
Jake then fibbing around with that idea? With that was
Well,
because remember
yes.
Jake was like, oh, my brother, like I know you wouldn't do this. Like I thought he was like being serious, and I was like, wait,
He's toying with them.
but he was playing, okay? Because like I didn't
he was
realize
playing
that he
games with
knew
them.
about that whole
Yeah.
story. So that's why I was like, wait, is it real? Like somehow they are related? Like what?
You
the-
know, there's something we haven't talked about yet, and we talked about this man in our last 2 episodes ago, but let's talk about him again. Hans Zimmer's score.
Oh yeah.
Say less. That elevated the epicness of this movie from like here to here, man.
100%.
He made the music. Hans
Yeah,
Zimmer?
Hans Zimmer did the
Yo,
music.
awesome.
Wow.
That
Yeah.
That
makes
just
sense.
shows
Oh, yeah.
that shows you his like not diverse. I don't know what the word, but like
Range.
his
I was
ability,
just
his range, yeah, his freaking
versatility.
range of like how he could do something like time, like with Interstellar, and then this, like it's like holy crap.
It's
Yeah.
Hans Zimmer has an interesting career. 'Cause, this movie's not DreamWorks, but Hans Zimmer must be contracted to DreamWorks because he does nearly every DreamWorks movie score. So he
Wow.
freaking did the score for The Boss Baby, and you can you can tell which scores Hans Zimmer cares about and which ones he doesn't, because the Boss Baby score is like ass, but then you watch something like Dunkirk or Interstellar and you're like, oh shit, Hans, chill out, cuh. So like
Wow,
Hans Zimmer
that's
has
awesome.
a very interesting, but then Kung Fu Panda has an amazing score.
We gotta watch that.
Yeah.
Very Boss versatile composer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But yeah, Hans Zimmer takes the movie to the next level.
definitely.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
How did
Yeah.
it? Wait,
What
what
were we
did
saying?
what did Deacons do with like? You said something about the lighting. Like how exactly?
Yeah, so
did he-
I think he was like on board to help like think of like lighting for frames and like just as a technical consultant, and like the animators would want to know how to light a scene, and Deacons would probably like give them some pointers on how he would light it in real life, and they'd recreate it in animation.
It's crazy.
Would
Like
be,
it's overwhelming. Oh,
backlight.
yeah. Oh, yeah. It's overwhelming to think about that idea where like the lighting, like all the reflections, everything, the shadows, like all have to match up. It looks really, even if it's like in an animated world, it's very very realistic. Like in terms of
It's
how our
seamless.
life, how light works
Yeah.
in real life. So it's kind of crazy to me to think about that.
I wonder-
Animation's awesome.
I wonder how many like people like a film has to go that film like in particular any animated film has to go through to like be considered done, because I feel like there's so many small things that could be left out, like
Oh,
you
yeah.
forgot the reflection of this
Yeah.
character
Duh.
in that bottle that he picked up, like it could be so
There's like
small.
100 animators on board, and they each have such like intense detailed jobs.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
some
Oh,
people
his
are
mouth
there
animators, yeah.
I remember I was watching the commentary track for The Lion King, and it was crazy to see because there were individual animators for different characters, yet they feel like they're from the same
Wow.
artist. It's
Yeah.
insane. They emulate someone's sketches, and there's so much that goes into creating animation that blows my mind. And also the depth of field
Yeah.
the fact that they went the lengths to actually include realistic looking depth of field.
That's
That's
beautiful.
awesome.
Let me see if there's anything else I wanted to touch on in this film. I mean, yeah, Johnny Depp, God tier. Oh, well, just the whole idea of a studio taking pretty much an original concept, even though it was based off a TV show that the thing was like no one saw that show. But to take such a small concept, I'm pretty sure the movie had $150 million budget.
Wow.
To take something like
Did it make any of that
put
back in the
that
box office
much-
or no?
I actually didn't check on that. I just remember coming across the budget. I think
Yeah.
it did, because it did win Best Animated Film at the Oscars.
Did it
At first. Yeah,
That's
it,
really
Wow.
good.
that
to know.
and
That's
Spider-Verse
so
are the
good.
only two animated movies that aren't Disney to win
Wow.
Best
Wow.
Animated in the 2010 decade.
Wow.
But
That's actually beautiful. That's really nice.
like from a direction standpoint, Gore Verbinski could have easily looked at the source material and the script and been like, alright, I'll just make a quick buck and make a regular animated movie. But they
Yeah.
really went the lengths to add so much energy and fun to it where it's just an
Yeah.
entertaining movie overall.
The budget was 100 on according to IMDb. The budget was 135 million, and the worldwide
Jeez.
gross was 245 million. So
Yeah,
it made back like it's
made a bit of money
you
off
know
of it.
like you know 100
Yeah, they made a little.
some million. So that's good to know. At least it's scary because it said the domestic gross was 123 million. So I was like, bro, they lost 10 million. Like I was like gonna say like, oh
Oh,
god.
no, they wouldn't have just lost 10 million
Yeah.
because the budget doesn't account for marketing.
Oh yeah.
They usually say,
true. That's the
like-
film probably production. Yeah.
Yeah, they usually say you have to make back like 1.5 times the amount
Yeah.
that it costs to make. So they made probably like 50 mil on this,
Yeah.
which is pretty good, but more people should see Rango. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, people do sleep on it, and
Like-
the only time I hear people reference this movie like nowadays, are when people say, "Oh, this." I vaguely remember seeing this movie. It feels like such a weird fever dream. I'm like,
Hmm.
go peep it.
No,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
more like you go to a pet store and you see a chameleon and you're like, yo, it's like Rango, and then
Yeah.
that's like the end of the story.
Thing
kinda
is,
like
thing is, if you saw this movie as a kid, you'd be weirded out by the animation, which sort of didn't make me watch it when I was younger. So
Mm-hmm.
a lot of them still have the same view as it was a trippy movie because all the characters were detailed and didn't look like Disney characters, like how they all look the same. So that's
Exactly.
why,
Yeah.
why you're always it's different. Yeah,
Your mind
it's
doesn't want to remember it, I guess, when you're that young.
Yeah, no, like,
Well, also,
You know?
so some of if I was like a 5-year-old watching a movie, I wouldn't want to watch it because
Yeah.
they look scary.
yeah, they
some of the
look
characters.
scary. There's death in it. Like,
Yeah,
That's
it's
true.
dark. Yeah.
They all live sad lives too, and they
yeah,
accept it.
he's literally like,
Yeah.
when he asks, what's your name? He's like, I'm nobody. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Dude, it's some deep
Also, there's
philosophical shit.
yeah, there's some harsh dude like when the snake freaking like
Hemingway.
what Chaz? Wait.
Ernest Hemingway, he's a philosopher. No.
Oh yeah. Oh no. No, when Rattlesnake Jake like grabs like beans, I hate that name, but like whatever, I guess it fits.
Yeah.
But I just like I hate beans,
Beans.
but like
I
basically
feel like I'm
when,
at Texas Roadhouse when I hear
Yeah.
that name.
oh yeah, but when he grabs her and he's like what's the line where it's like go to hell. It's like I come from there. It's like where do you think I come from? I was like,
Dude,
whoa,
that
this
was
is like
so-
this just
that-
went
that
from
got
like
me.
PG to like literally PG-13 in like 5 seconds. I was like, oh my gosh, dude. I was scared.
Yeah,
I was
no.
literally scared when he said that. I was like,
Yeah,
dang, no.
like I don't even know if I consider this a kids movie, honestly.
Oh, yeah, one
Yeah.
There's a lot
one
of
question:
violence.
what was the mayor building at the end of the movie? What was
He was
that?
Las Vegas.
he was
No.
industrializing, like instead of he was moving
Yeah.
from this old town place to like an industrial world that he recreated from how he saw Las Vegas.
I thought, for some reason, I got confused by that. Like when they showed Las Vegas and then they showed him building, I was like, wait, is Las Vegas like in the past or in the future then, and he's building it now?
Yeah, that's what I
Nice.
thought for a second too. I was like, what the hell is this turtle like making Vegas?
Yeah, no, because they said the mayor,
Like,
the mayor was like the only guy in that whole town that went across the road, so he got
Yeah.
inspiration from seeing L.A. and
How's the-
or Vegas,
how's
not
this
L.A.
box
Las
turtle
Vegas.
Nevada. Yeah.
building slot machines?
Yeah.
Dude, also that.
what?
Oh,
one
what,
thing
Ben?
that one thing I didn't understand was the armadillo at the beginning of the movie. Of like,
I was just gonna say that.
was
Yeah,
disgusting.
I'm like,
that's
how are
so.
you fine?
He's
Like, how are
scary.
you-
dude.
Yeah,
He's
how did he
so
just, like,
scary.
yeah.
Roadkill.
He's like, I'm fine. Just help me up.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I was watching the
The
subtitles and his name is Roadkill.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Wait, it is?
bruh.
Yeah,
Jeez.
dude, he was. If I was watching this like, as a small child and I saw that scene, I probably would have yelled and ran out of the theater. That would have been terrifying.
Yeah, dude,
He's
I was
like-
scared watching it now. Yeah.
Yeah. So it falls in as one of those movies, like sort of, like Fantastic Mr. Fox is like has the same problem. It just
So
doesn't.
good.
Classic
It's
box.
in limbo between
Yeah, it
a
is
kids
in limbo.
movie and an adult movie.
Yeah. And
Don't get Moose started on that one.
Yeah.
yeah, Fantastic Mr. Fox in my top 5 of all time.
It is a
love
good
that
movie. It is a
Oh,
great
yeah.
movie.
But yeah, no, it falls in that category. I remember. Oh man, do I tell the 9th grade story about Fantastic Mr. Fox?
Do it.
Let's hear it.
All
We're
right,
gonna do an
so
episode on Fantastic Mr. Fox.
well, you know what? I'm just gonna tell the story now.
Do it.
It's already built up. So, this is the day I lost hope in humanity. All
Oh,
right.
no.
I'm not naming names, but I'm naming a general group. So, I was in choir class. You know, 9th grade. I was still a wee little lad, but I loved my movies at the time. And Fantastic Mr. Fox, one of the greatest films ever made, and I love that film to death. And I'm like, yo, Mr. M, after the choir concert, let's watch Fantastic Mr. Fox in class. And he's like, you got yourself a deal. I'm like, oh, bet. So Mr. M flat out rents the movie on YouTube or buys it. I don't even know which one he did. He got the movie off of
much
the
of a
YouTube,
goat.
and he started playing the movie in class. And the movie's too funny. I'm loving every second I'm watching it. All of a sudden, I quiet down from the laughter a bit because it's too funny of a movie. Non-stop riot. No one else is laughing except for some of the boys, and I'm like, what the frick? So I look back and they're all like, this movie sucks. This is boring. I'm like, oh shit, no way you said that. And so, get this, 2 days in, you know, have y'all seen Fantastic Mr. Fox?
No.
Well, there's a scene with the wolf. All right, I'll leave it at that. Right before that scene, the class has a fucking riot and makes Mr. M change the movie. So we stop right before that scene, and he changes it to iCarly. Wait,
iCarly.
it gets worse.
No.
We're watching iCarly. That shit is some of the most painfully unfunny content on the history of the fucking
So-
planet.
So
And
you changed from Wes Anderson to a guy who has a foot fetish.
exactly. So the stupid ass
Wait, Dan
Spencer
Schneider?
character in iCarly is like doing jumping jacks and shit. And I'm like, what is this shit? And the whole class is having a fat field day laughing their ass off. I'm like, what do you mean? What
Bunch
is
of
this?
uncultured
And that's when I lost
swine.
faith in humanity, man.
Wow.
But now, all those kids that said they hated Fantastic Mr. Fox, 90% of them like the movie now. And I'm thinking,
If we get back to school, maybe we can watch it again.
It's funny how
Facts.
bitches
Whoa.
turn into my fans.
oh man, what a movie that is. But yeah, Rango is also another one that I feel would have gotten the same reception.
Should we hit it with a rating?
I'm
Oh
down.
yeah, let's do it.
Benjamin.
Yeah, like out of what? Like out of 10 or?
Out of 10, yeah.
No, out of 100.
Well, I don't know. I'll go with 8 out of 10.
Nice.
Brendan?
Yeah, I like I said, I wish I could appreciate the animation more, just like with knowing more about it, because I'm still like in oblivion about everything that goes on with that, from
Oblivion is
camera
good.
movement to lighting and just all the movements of the characters. So I'm just gonna give it a higher rating than I would expect because I'm sure there's a lot more that goes into it. So I'd probably give it like an 8, 8.5.
Mm-hmm. Groff?
Yeah. I'd probably give it same as Maraschino, 8 or 8.5. Excellent movie.
Hey,
Chad.
Did you guys hear that?
So I'm gonna be that guy. I'm gonna give it like a 7, 7.5.
Cool. McGarrahan?
Yeah, I don't mean to be a bandwagon, but yeah, 8, 8.5 is where I've been feeling. So yeah,
There you go.
there you go.
Yeah, I love this movie. It's wonderful. Like 8. I'm gonna just leave it at 8.
Nice.
It's got flaws for sure. It's a very flawed movie. Very like from a writing standpoint. There's other than the dialogue's fantastic.
It is
and
really good, yeah.
The character writing's great, but there's a lot of like cheese in it and expected stuff in the plot, like the mayor twist and just the whole storyline
Yeah.
in general is very basic, and the setups and reveals like the cactus plant, I'm like, I saw that coming from like a million miles away. But the presentation is so good that it goes to show how just because a story isn't the strongest doesn't mean you can't have a great film.
Yeah,
That's true.
8 out of 10. It's so entertaining.
it is.
Wow.
What do we got on deck for next episode?
So let me preface by saying we may or may not have a major special guest next week.
Oh.
So we'll keep that under wraps. My recommendation this week just came on Netflix today. It's
Oh
a-
shoot.
it's a film by Spielberg,
Ooh, movie.
Minority Report with Tom Cruise.
Yo.
All right.
I'll take a look.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so
Alright.
it's on Netflix for all you listeners out there. There's a lot of things that just watch it. You don't want that movie to be spoiled. It's a lot. All right. Thanks for
Sweet.
listening, y'all. This
Yeah,
was a
thank
great
you, guys.
episode. Thank you, Chaz and Benjamin, for coming
Thanks
on
for
the cast.
having us.
Yep, no problem.
Yeah,
Thank you,
thanks,
guys.
boys.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, this is a great episode. These quarantine episodes are straight fire, if you ask me.
I think so too, yeah.
Oh,
I mean, like,
sir,
what-
nothing less.
What else are you doing except for just sitting around watching TV?
Exactly. All
Watching
right.
movies.
That's a wrap.
All right.
Damn.